All right, hey everyone. Today we are going to learn 14.4 extension repeating decimals. So, what are you doing today? You will be writing fractions for repeating decimals. This is very similar to what I taught you in the past back in chapter 2. So, we might revisit some of the ideas, some of the same concepts that I taught you guys. Okay, so for this lesson, you need to have your calculator, and I want you guys to use a calculator for your homework too. Okay, so let's see if you guys remember this pattern here. Back in chapter 2, I taught you guys that something cool happens whenever you divide by 9. So take a look at the first one right here. I have 1 divided by 9. What's that going to be? Well, that's 0.11111, and you can say that has a little vinculum on top, 0.1 with the repeating bar sign. Same thing for 2 divided by 9. That's going to be 0.2222, which is 0.2 with a vinculum on top. 3 over 9, we know that we can simplify that to 1/3, which is going to give you 0.333. So that's 0.3 with a vinculum. You can continue on the pattern here, and you see that it's the same thing. Basically, what happens when you divide by 9 is it's going to repeat the numerator, the number on the numerator, over and over again. So you guys can put a vinculum on top. So today we are going to expand on this idea. So instead of divide by 9, what happens if you divide it by 99? So 1 divided by 99 is just going to be 0.010101. Well, wait, Mr. Chen, where did that 0 come from? Okay, so you see this is a 99. There are 2 places here. So this 1 needs to have 2 places. So what it's going to do is you're going to add a little 0 in front of it. That's why it's 0.010101. When you write the answer, when you simplify it, you guys can write 0.01 with a vinculum on both the 0 and the 1 because the 0 and the 1 are the 2 digits that repeats itself. Same thing for 2 divided by 99. That's going to be 0.020202 with the bar on top of the 0 and the 2. If you have 29 over 99, same thing, pattern continues, right? You see it in 87, you see it in the 05, you see it in the 62, and you see it in the 7. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit weird, but again, it's not that hard. You see this is 7 divided by 999. What do you think this is going to be? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. You see there's 3 places here, so you need to have 3 places on top too. So right now it has 1, which is the 7, and then you need to add the 0 and the 0 in front of it. So this is going to be 0.007007. So you need to put the bar, the vinculum, on top of the 0, 0, and the 7. Okay, here we go. So let's apply this idea, this concept to some of the examples or some of the problems in example 1. So let's work backwards this time. Let's say I have 0.5 with a vinculum on top. So what is that as a fraction? Yeah, it's basically just 5 divided by 9, right? Because the 5 is what's being repeated right here over and over again. Let's take a look at letter B. You have negative 0.3 with a vinculum on top. This is going to be 3 over 9, which reduces down to 1 over 3, right? Negative 1 over 3. Over here, you have 2 digits that's repeating. You have 81, 81, 81, 81, 81. So this is going to be negative 5 and 81 over 99. And you can simplify that to negative 5 and 9 over 11. And then last one right here, you have 4.66666, right? So this is going to be 66 over the 99, which reduces down to the negative 4 and 2/3. Actually, oh, there's no negative sign. Sorry. Just ignore that right there. Okay, easy stuff. But what if I give you a question like this? So this is a little bit weird here, okay? Now, you see, we're going to write, again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get these decimals, and we're going to write it as a fraction. But wait, that's weird, Mr. Chen. Did you make a little error here? Okay, no, I didn't make an error this time. Okay, I promise. So you see how, like, the vinculum is only on top of the 3. It's not on top of the 2 and the 3. So what kind of fraction gives you 0.23333? Like, when you divide it, it's going to be 0.23333, only on the 3. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit complex. If I were you, I would totally encourage you to write this down in your notebook right now. Okay, so take some notes right now. Okay. Whew. Okay, here we go. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, x is equal to 0.23. You're going to let x be 0.23333 with a vinculum on top. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. Okay, just bear with me here. You're going to multiply this side by 10, so that's going to be 10x, and over here, we're going to multiply by 10. So you shift the decimal to the right once. So that's going to be 10x, right? Because, 10 times x is 10x. And over here, it's going to be 2.3333333. You just move the decimal to the right, okay? Sorry, yeah, you move the decimal to the right. Okay, once you have this, you're going to subtract x on both sides. So if I do that, if I minus x here, I need a minus x on the right side. But wait, Mr. Chen, you didn't minus x, you minus 0.23. Ah, but you see, this is the same thing as x. Because if you take a look at this statement right here, you told me that x is the 0.23. So I minus x here and I minus x here. This is the same thing as x, okay? Because that's what you told me. Okay, so 10x minus x is 9x. And then 2.3333 minus the 0.23, that's going to give you 2.1. Because, 3 minus 3 is 0, and 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2. Okay, once I have this, I have a couple more steps, okay? I'm going to divide both sides by 9 because I want to get x by itself. So divide by 9 and divide by 9. Now, my answer is 2.1 over 9, which is kind of like illegal. You're not supposed to have a decimal on top of in a numerator. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the top by 10 and the bottom by 10. So that's going to give you 21 over 90, which you can simplify to 7 over 30. And this is where I put the negative sign because the original problem has a negative number. Okay, if you don't believe me, like seriously, go get your calculator right now and do 7 divided by 30. You're going to get 0.23333. Okay? Okay, hopefully you did it. Okay, let's take a look at letter B. Same idea, okay? Here we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go x is equal to 1.155555. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by, yep, you guessed it, 10. Why? Because, I did it in the first problem, so we're going to do the same thing. So multiply by 10. So 10 times x, that's going to give you 10x. And over here, you're going to shift the decimal to the right one. So that's going to be 11.5555. Okay, what do you think we're going to do next? Well, yeah, duh, we're going to subtract the x, right? Okay, so we're going to minus x on both sides. Okay, here we go. Minus x here, minus x here. Again, this is x, okay? This is x because you told me right here x is equal to 1.15, so I'm going to substitute that in. So minus 1.15. Okay, if I subtract it, 10x minus x, that's going to give you 9x, and then all of this, if you subtract it, it's going to give you 10.4. Now we're going to divide by 9. We want to find what x is, right? So divide by 9, divide by 9. Okay, so you see here, oh, too bad, you can't do it because you can't have a decimal in the numerator. So multiply the top and the bottom by 10, make it equivalent. So this is going to be 104 over 90. If you were to simplify that, you know how to simplify, right? That's going to give you 1 and 7 over 45. Again, if you don't believe me, take out your calculator and then punch that in. Just do 7 divided by 45, and I guarantee you it's going to give you 0.1555555. Okay? All right. Whew. That's pretty much it. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so remember, on your homework today, you need to make sure you guys use your calculator to check your work to see if it's correct. Okay? All right, that's all. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.